We're looking for scientific evidence about a animal called black panther. There is a lot of sightings all over the country, but I talked to one of the witnesses of the sighting when black panther was in this area. And how long ago was that? About
spring 2011.
Yeah, just come close.
Yep.
There was a spring 2011. We're talking to Fox. Fox, could you tell us something about you? How long you're living in that area?
Oh, I've been around this country about 15 years now. So it's been a while. You know.
So about 15 years you're living in this area, and you have only one sighting of the black panther?
Yeah, in this area here, yeah.
Okay, could you tell us what happened and what happened? There was which time of the year and how that happened?
Oh, well, it's much the same. Early spring.
Can you talk louder a little bit?
Yeah. Early spring 2011. About probably a bit after 10 o'clock in the morning. I was on the other side of this fence, just up over there, and I had the dog with me. Anyway, I couldn't see him. Anyway, I caught some movement out the corner of my eye, up this way, heading this direction, and I was about to call the dog up because I thought it was him. And then I realised, hang on, it was all black because the dog's got white chest, white socks on his feet. Anyway, I was watching it, and the first thing that hit me was how shiny the coat was, because it was about the size of this dog, which is about 30 kilos, so it would have been roughly about that weight and size, I'd imagine, perhaps a little bit less. But had short hair on it, or fur, and when it came further down through here, that's when I noticed that actually
How tall was compared to
that? Oh, about that high.
About that height, yeah.
And then I had a pretty good clear view of it, although back then these trees had sort of come up and all this rubbish here, but I had a clear view in this area here. I noticed also it had pointy ears, whereas, you know, much like a cat. You know, I mean, I've got cats, I've always had cats, so I know what they look like. And the small domestic ones, of course, not what I saw here that day, or morning. And yeah, it just came down here. And all this power here, when it came into this area here, it was just bounding over the this tussock here, and had a good clear view of it for about 15-20 seconds, and then it kept heading in this direction. And of course, then the dogs turned up, and I realised, well, yeah, I'm 100% sure it wasn't a dog because he was looking over there at that time. And yeah, it was just, I don't know, I was just struck by how graceful it was, you know, and it did run like a cat.
Yeah, so there was the first time you see such animal in Australia for as long as you're living.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, not that I go out looking for that sort of thing, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I know. After 15 years living in the bush, you know what animals looks like. You wouldn't confuse kangaroo with wombat or things like. No. Yeah, so.
No, I know what I was looking at, and it was a big black cat, and the first thing I thought of, that looks like a panther. And then the more I thought about it, I just thought, well...
She was walking slow?
No, she was just not running, but at a nice, easy pace, you know, nice and slow. And she was just, or it, I should say, because I couldn't tell whether it was male or female. And yes, it was just like this sort of stuff, just gracefully jumping over, and you know, I mean, I know how that dog runs, and this thing didn't run like a dog.
So distance from you, there would be about, say, 150 to 200 meters.
I'd say probably that, yeah, 150 maybe. But yeah. You know, I know what I saw, but you know, in that first few seconds, I suddenly realised, no, it's not my dog. And I just watched this.
What was the period of the time from the sighting in here to see that thing?
2 days.
In 2 days?
Yeah. So it was still around.
So that area, when we was talking, it would be about, how far from here?
Oh, a mile.
1 mile, so 1.5 kilometers. Oh.
Yeah, roughly 1.5, 2 k's.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the interesting thing. That's what confirmed in my mind. What I saw was wasn't a feral cat.
It wasn't dingo, wasn't
No. This thing definitely was a black cat, and it was, well, it was young. That was the thing. That's the first thing I also realised too. It was just the size of it. It wasn't fully grown.
Yep.
So it was a fairly young one.
Yep.
And it was out on its own. Obviously, I only saw that one, but it headed off down that way, down towards the creek, down there.
Okay.
So around here, there's always water. There's always food. And this is a big area. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of hectares of mountainous country around here.
Yeah.
And yeah. But anyway, that's what happened that morning. And that's about it, I suppose.
So now I just show this area. I just show the area what it looks like around.
Yeah, I'll just head out the road. Whoop. Swing it round down there, you'll see which direction it went in.
So she was heading. She was heading that direction.
Yep.
And then what is behind those big trees?
There's a creek down in there.
Is a creek? Is a water sources for that?
Yeah, it's a little stream.
Oh yeah.
It's always got water in it.
There is a house on left side, but we will not record because we don't want to disclose this location. The reason of that is we don't want people here with guns and shooting animals and do the damage to the nature. That's the reason.